get started with an opening statement from Coach Donovan. Coach.
Well, we're excited for the opportunity to get another 40 minutes to play. Obviously getting back to our hotel at the time we did after the game, just tried to get those guys something to eat and let them get some rest. So they had an opportunity to watch just a little bit of film this morning, not much. A lot for us to prepare for here in practice and then later on this afternoon, and just understand that we are playing a terrific team that has played exceptionally well, in this tournament and coming down the stretch, and it will be a great challenge for us tomorrow evening.
Questions for Florida? We'll start here on the first row on the end.
This Edgar Thompson with the Orlando Sentinel for Patrick and Scotty. Billy the other day was just saying how gratifying it's been to see you guys kind of come together, given all the issues the team was having back in the summer. Can you guys just reflect on just how far you guys have come since the team was, in his words, in shambles?
Scotty, you want to take that first?
Oh yeah, I think some of the issues that happened during the summer was part of what brought us together as a team, and just throughout the year, the type of games that we've been in, and the grind of practice, it's just really a combination of all those things bringing us together and to the team that we are today, and it's a joy now to play with these guys and just to spend time with them.
Patrick?
I think about early in the season, Coach Donovan always talked about, he used a million analogies, and this one was a really good one, laying the foundation down, the soil down for this season, and we trying to lay down good soil early in the season, even though things were kind of tough. Guys were still locked in and buying to the system, working every day, staying in the moment. And I believe now, because of the good soil that we laid, we're starting to reap what we've sown, and are allowing the whole process of sticking to it, allowing us to be successful now.
Left side on the end of third row.
Mark Gunnels, BlackSportsOnline.com. This is for Michael Frazier. How light or how hard was practice today?
We haven't practiced yet.
Patrick and Scotty, since you guys have had the most NCAA tournament experience, but the program's got a history of playing the so-called Cinderella teams and playing well against them. And I'm thinking in terms of, George Mason back with that 06-07 team, and then Florida Gulf Coast last year. Does that reflect that in the moment, that not overlooking anything philosophy of not taking a team lightly even at this stage?
Scotty, you want to take that first?
Yes, I think it does. We try to play every game the same way and play every game with the same intensity regardless of who we're playing. And so what we try to do is not focus on who we're playing, but focus on us and focus on how we need to play in order to advance.
That was also for Patrick. Patrick?
Yeah, our focus going into whatever game it may be isn't just on the opponent. Of course, we look at our scouting and make sure we're prepared, but we know that we're striving for greatness, and we have to go into each and every game just with that mindset of focused on taking whatever challenges are thrown at us. Even if it's a team that maybe a Cinderella, that doesn't have any bearing on what happens when the ball gets tipped up. The best team's going to win. So, we know Dayton's a good team. Those teams we played in the past were good teams as well. What happened in the past has no bearing on what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right side, second row. Pat?
Pat Dooley, Gainesville Sun. Patrick, can you talk about last night? Billy talked about how you had a hard time getting in a flow, a lot of fouls, trying to help out, I think, on defense some. Can you just talk about how frustrating that was for you and how you feel about, okay, you still got through it and you still have another game to play, and obviously that being tomorrow?
Yeah, it was frustrating because I do so much I can to try and prepare to put myself in a position to have a good game. But, I just got to flush it, learn from it, move forward, have a good practice today, respond well, and go into the next game having amnesia.
Left side, fifth row, Mike.
Yeah, Mike Bianchi, Orlando Sentinel. Patrick, following up on the playing the underdog type of team, a lot of times when you're the number one seed, the crowd will root for the underdog. Does that have any bearing on how you play? Do you guys rally around that at all?
Not really. that's just how it is as a fan. As fans, we want to see the underdog team, whatever sport, be able to knock down the David and Goliath type story. But that has nothing to do with what happens on in between the lines. We've been in hostile environments before. Even if all the fans there are cheering for Dayton, we're still going to stay within ourselves and stay focused on the moment, one possession at a time, and not allow it to affect us, as we've been able to handle that all year long.
Right side, front row.
For a couple of the seniors, or all of you if you'd like, just the excitement level of getting another shot at the Final Four, and just you guys maintaining the commitment to each other and to the school and everything to kind of stick with it through everything to get to this point.
Why don't we start on the end, Patrick, and then we'll just work our way this direction.
Yeah, we're really excited just to have the opportunity to be here. Of course, at the beginning of the year, it's our goal to make it here. And the fact that we have this opportunity, we're not going to let the moment get bigger than us staying locked in and focused on what we need to do. We're just very blessed and fortunate to be a team that can put themselves in this opportunity to play for a Final Four again. And we're going to prepare and do the best we can, especially as a senior class, because it's our last go-around to make it to that next step. So we're just very grateful and thankful for the opportunity.
Will?
I think we're really excited about being able to play tomorrow against a really good team. We worked pretty hard the whole year to get to that point, but I think we're just gonna have to stick with what we've been doing the whole year. Just focus on getting ourselves ready, like Pat said, and just go into it like it's the next game and another game, and I think we'll be fine.
Scotty?
Yes, I'm excited because not too many teams get this opportunity, but I have to put that aside and realize that it's just another game, and I have to prepare like it's any other game and just go out and play like we've been playing all year.
Casey?
Yeah, we're very excited, very thankful for this opportunity. We just got to focus in, be locked into what we have to do to win this game.
And Michael?
We're excited for another opportunity.
Right side, fourth row on the end.
Tom Corin from ABC in Tampa. This is for Michael and for Patrick. I've heard a couple of times now through the course of this tournament the phrase of chasing greatness. Would you guys expound on that, chasing greatness? Is it just winning the whole thing, or does it go beyond that?
Michael, you want to start with that?
I think chasing greatness is just being locked in every single moment. Not worrying about the past, not worrying about the future. Just trying to dominate every possession and, be our best.
And Patrick?
I believe when we talk about chasing greatness, we're talking about just the goal at hand, that the opportunity of what we can achieve, what we set our goals for in the beginning of the year. And in the moment, we can always chase greatness, whether it's being great on a possession, striving to be great a whole game, holding a team to our standard defensively. Just having that mindset really just changed the way that you approach everything, especially when you got a team of guys that are all bought in and locked into that concept and that theme.
Front row.
Yeah, this is for Scotty. Scotty, can you reflect a little bit on your personal journey from the time you sat in Billy's office and he talked to you about transferring to the stage you're at now? And Patrick, could you talk a little bit about what you've seen out of Scotty's growth?
Yeah, it's been an up and down road and journey. It's all been worth it though to see the point that I'm at now with the teammates. It's just the journey has been a struggle at times, but it's also had some highs and a lot of highs this year, and it's been a great season, fun, so much fun. I just wanted to keep going as long as it can because this has honestly been my most enjoyable year at Florida.
Front row, left side. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Patrick, you too.
I've seen tremendous maturity and growth in Scotty through his whole process. I mean, a guy that almost hit rock bottom and seen how fragile his basketball career is to just wanting to build that trust back and stick to the process. Of course, it hasn't been easy, but he knows that we all loved him and supported him through it all. And we're just very fortunate and happy that he stuck with it and just showed us how much he loves the game, how invested he is to this team. how much of a competitor he is. I think it brought him to another level of his game. As you can see, he's just worked his butt off, really just competes every single day and leads this team.
Left side.
Teresa Walker, the Associated Press. For the seniors, you're talking a lot, especially you, Scotty, last night, about not being haunted because it's a different opponent you're facing tomorrow night, being back in the Elite Eight. What lessons may have been learned from the last three that help you guys? Is that part of what helps you focus on the moment and be in each possession?
Again, why don't we start on the end? Patrick, you want to lead us off?
Well, the lesson from the first two games was we just didn't finish the game because we had leads going into the downhill part of the game, and other teams were just able to make better plays. And then the third game, we just weren't able to, I don't know what it was, we just didn't come out playing the right way. But, I mean, we're not going to let the past haunt us because we have no bearing. Of course, we're going to learn from it. But going forward, we're just going to get prepared for this next team, the Dayton Flyers. We know that they're an exceptionally good team, very similar to us in the fact that they are a team and really utilize each other. But we're going to do the best we can. We're going to make sure we go out there leaving no regrets, and I think we're just going to give it our best shot.
Will?
What's the question again? Obviously, you know, everybody know about our past. I think, you know, we played a really good team the past 2 years, but and this year in a different position, we have a different team. And I think we bring the energy that we've been bringing the whole tournament and just stay connected. I think we're going to be a really good battle against a really good team. So from the past 3 games, I would say that we just coming ready to go from the get-go, bring energy, stay connected, and just get stops. I think defensive rebounds is really going to help us get to where we want to get.
Scotty?
I would say that the biggest thing that we learned, and I don't know if it's only from the Elite Eight games, but it's from our first 3 years here, is just how important it is to stay in the moment and stay connected as a team. And I think since this year has started, we've done a good job of doing that, and so we're just carrying that with us.
And Casey?
Yeah, like Scotty said, you know, just not taking anything for granted, staying in the moment, knowing that, you know, we have another opportunity and we're blessed with that. So just, you know, stay in the moment, do everything that we can in order to be a connected team and to play like that.
We'll take one on left side, third row, and then we'll switch over here.
This is for Scotty. Coach Donovan stated how you guys watched film last night for a little bit. What stood out from Dayton's guards?
They're all great at shooting threes. They have great percentages. They do a good job of getting in the lane. They're active on defense, and I think that they have a lot of depth. Have a lot of different guys who can score and put points on the board in a number of different ways. So it's going to be a challenge to match up with them and to stick with it for the whole 40 minutes.
Right side, toward the back.
Yeah, Kevin Brockway, Gainesville Sun. This is a question for Patrick. What are some of the reasons why this team has handled adversity maybe better in the 3 previous years? And you know you're bound to face adversity again in a game like tomorrow. I mean, how do you guys, handle that? And do you learn from your past experiences on that?
Well, I think recognition goes to Coach Donovan first and foremost. He's just been able to challenge us and make sure that we are able to take that on. He puts us in scenarios and practice every single day to face it. I mean, even if we don't handle it well or we do handle it well, he'll let us know, and we are very appreciative of that. And I think the fact that we have 4 seniors that have been through it for so long helps us to just stay connected, really know that what it's about when we're in those moments, it's about moving on to the next thing, not worrying about the scoreboard, just taking it one possession at a time and fighting and clawing your way to the final buzzer to make sure you're on top.
Front row, left side, Phil.
Phil Stukenborg with the Commercial Appeal in Memphis. Much was said in this room last night about Scotty's ability to come through in the clutch. For Patrick and for Casey, can you tell me what is it that makes him ideal for that role?
Patrick?
Well, I just believe we all believe in Scotty, one thing for sure, and he's just a competitor. I've never seen a guy that's just been able to maintain that fire for love for basketball just so consistently over and over. I mean, the guy in the summer would want to play pickup every single day, 7-game series if we could, but I just trust the guy with the ball. I know if no other options working out on offense, that he's going to be able to create something, that he's going to get a good shot up And he trusts us that if he gets a shot up and it doesn't go in, he trusts that me, Dodo, Will, one of us guys are going to go in there and fight and grab the rebound or keep the ball alive. So it's just it's not just him. It's just the whole team believes in him. He believes in us. So that's just where we are right now.
And Casey.
Yeah, I feel like that's just Scotty being Scotty. We see it each and every day in practice. We see it early in the year. So, it's not really too much of a surprise for us. I know Scotty feels as if everybody on the team got his back to take those shots, so he has confidence and he goes down there and make it.
Right side, front row.
Richard Johnson, GatorCountry.com. This is for Pat and Will. Dayton scored a lot of points in the paint last night. How much pride do you guys take on defense in defending the paint?
Patrick.
Well, defense, I believe that's the reason why we are where we are right now, why we've been able to be so successful, because our coaches have done such a tremendous job getting that hammered into our brains of how important it is to disrupt teams and force them to turn the ball over, especially with our press. It's a team effort when the ball goes into the paint or whatever it may be, that we keep the ball out of the paint. We make them take shots, tough twos that they don't want to take. And if we can do that, I think we're doing the best we can on defense.
And Will.
I mean, we're going to try to be disruptive tomorrow. Obviously, they are a really good team inside, but we believe in ourselves and with our principles. I think the guys going to do a good job helping us as well, and we're just going to go from it. Just make sure you just battle and just bring a lot of energy to be able to compete against those guys.
Okay, at this time, we're going to go ahead and excuse the student athletes. You guys can head downstairs. The guys over here will take you down. Thank you.